Chapter 3. Bought My Time. Let's fast forward from that magical moment of picking up a camera in 2006 to May 13th, 2016, 10 years later. That's the date that I turned in my resignation letter to Yadkin Bank. I told my boss that I'm no longer going to be working there. Wow. I'm literally just realizing that it took me a whole 10 years to finally reach the point of success for me to be where I am now in present day. That's actually a real bone-chilling thought for me. 10 years? I mean, dang, I knew it took me a while, but not that long. Jeez. So yeah, man, that's the day that I took the reins on this life ride and declared that I own it. I bought my time. I had a ton of thoughts going through my head that specific day, as well as the time period itself. But I knew that whatever happened from this point was just going to have to happen. There was no turning back, and I had no choice but to do what I said I was going to do. Pause. Cool fact. A day job is what most of us have in the beginning. That doesn't mean that your life sucks. It doesn't mean that you're a failure if you're stuck at a job currently and you're not chasing your dreams. It only means that you're a freaking adult. We all gotta pay bills. But in order to really get to where you're destined to be in your journey, you're gonna come to a crossroads where you have to make that decision to buy your time. There isn't but so much you can do when you have a job. Literally, like mathematically, you can't put in the work that needs to be done to get you to that point while working a job. In comparison to buying your time and pursuing whatever entrepreneurial journey that you must set out on. So let's do the math real quick. There's 8,760 hours per calendar year. We all get this same amount of time, 8,760 hours. There's no way to increase the time. There's only an option to decrease the amount of time that one literal person can put into their journey. When you're working a job, typically you're working 40 plus hours a week. Let's say that every work day 5 times a week, and it usually takes about 10 hours total, which is 8 hours per work day, plus 2 hours of getting ready and commuting to and from your job. So that's actually 50 hours per week that you have to dedicate specifically towards your job. And there are 52 weeks in a year. 50 hours times 52 is 2,600 hours. Now that's a rough estimate because I'm not including your vacation and sick time, but you get the point, right? If you work a full-time job, of those 8,760 hours that everyone is given, your available time to commit to your entrepreneurial journey is decreased roughly to 6,160 hours per year. That's 8,760 hours minus the 2,600 hours that are dedicated towards your job. And of course, that's not taking into fact sleep time, family, personal, and fun, etc., etc. With that said, once you get to the point where you have to decide to stay in the quote unquote safe zone or venture to the quote unquote unknown, there will be a literal mathematical time saving that results from taking your life by the reins and controlling your destiny. As soon as you make that decision, you will without a doubt notice the difference and appreciate the difference if you hold yourself accountable and apply yourself day in and day out. See, what you get when you decide to buy your time is free range. Free range. That means you can do whatever you want. Just hold yourself accountable. You have free range to commit as much energy and time to whatever and however you see fit. That's the game changer. Don't get it confused though. The journey just begins from there. All the challenges and barriers that life gives everyone will not go away. And if you look at the glass from a half full standpoint, all the challenges and barriers that life can possibly give you will still be possible and they will be certain. They won't go away. But instead, when you buy your time, it won't be as hard anymore because you will have time to knock those challenges and barriers down.